Speaking of eyeshadow, how long did it take you to figure out what works for you? If you have rounded, protruding, hooded eyes with my skin tone, maybe you can relate to this. So keep on watching! This is a natural simple look, so I'm picking the most natural brow color, Taupe. It's a brown with gray undertone, suits well with dark hair color. I use a thicker angled brush for this because my thinner brush does not work. This may be true to you. I always struggle with my left brow because I'm right-handed, so I always end up having uneven brows. But it's okay because they said brows are supposed to be sisters, not twins. The best way to pick your transition shade is to look at your natural lip color. If they look similar to the eyeshadow, then chances are it suits you better. This is from Colourpop in Labyrinth. Oh, I love the meaning of that name. It's powdery, but it blends beautifully. I never thought a crooked, inexpensive brushes like these would fit my blending needs. I have lots of other ones, but this gave me the result that I want. In applying the transition color, I use the edge of the brush with a swirling motion. I don't mind eyeshadows that don't give pigments right off the bat because I like to slowly build things up. As usual, I find it hard to do my left eye because of the weird angle, so I tend to put more product on the left than the right. But I can always clean it with my beauty sponge, the one I use to blend my foundation. With my hood, it's so hard to see the colors of the lid if I open my eyes, and if I put the color past the crease, it won't look good either. I might have not learned the technique yet, so if you have any suggestions, please comment them down below. Moving on to more blending. I especially like this MAC Mini Taper blending brush because I feel like it's so precise in cleaning edges. I always do that in between putting eyeshadow. I was going to use this shade from the Chocolate Bar palette, but it didn't work. Sometimes this is patchy, but this time the color did not really show up. So maybe it's the brush. So I grabbed my e.l.f. Matte for Matte palette and used the dark one on this, and it worked. This is the only brush that works for the outer V this time. The bristles are longer in the middle than the side, so I guess that made it work. And again, I've tried lots of other blending brushes, even the MAC one for this, but it won't do the job. So really, I think it's a matter of switching things up and trying different tools with different products. I'm afraid of using dark colors anywhere on my face because it really doesn't look good on me, so I will be as light-handed as possible with this. It's like barely touching my skin. Then I place the dark color just below the transition shade just so it will create some kind of a gradient. See the subtle difference? The eye with darker outer V has more definition or is more deeper, while the other one looks flat. At this point, I'm adding some more transition color, then I grab the Chocolate Bar palette again for the golden shimmer. Some middle-aged women like me are afraid to use shimmer because they're afraid it won't suit their age. I think that's not true. It looks amazing on anyone. I think it can actually make you look younger as long as you put it on the right place. I also find that pinky finger is the best applicator for shimmers. It can grab the pigment more efficiently than a brush, and it does not tag your skin because it has lesser force. The protrusion of my eyes creates a deeper inner corner, so I curl my finger a little bit to reach the area and use the flat part of my pinky on the middle lid so it looks like the shimmers fade on the sides, kind of like the reflection of the moonlight on the lake. To finalize the eyeshadow look, I like adding another layer of dark color with the lightest pressure, of course. Then, I'm happy with the result now. I can move on to gel eyeliner. When it comes to application, I like to tightline the upper part, avoiding the inner corner. I usually start adjacent to the pupil, then I move the brush outwards. When I reach the outer third, I draw a line on the lash line itself, connecting it to the tight line I made earlier. That way, it looks like it creates an elongated shape without trying too hard. As you notice, I don't put eyeshadow or eyeliner on my bottom lash line because it looks heavy on me and it looks harsh and it will make my eyes rounder. So I skipped that step. This is an OG in eyelash curling game. The curve on this one fits right into the protrusion of my eyes, so it won't miss the smaller lashes on both inner and outer corner. Now, time for mascara. This is overexposed in my channel, I know. But I still have this one and I don't want to buy anymore until this one is totally done. I always try to hit pan with my cosmetic products so I won't waste anything. For today's blush, I'll use the Tarte Life of the Party Clay Blush. It looks really bright on the swatch, but it looks so natural on the cheeks. I was supposed to set things with powder before highlighter or before blush, but I totally forgot. This time, I'm using the Vice Cosmetics Shimmering Highlighter. This brand came up with 3 shimmers: the Shining, which is the white colored one, Shimmering, which is this one, a peach colored one, and Splendid, a popular choice because of its champagne color. I picked this one because I think it will match my surface color. Anyways, I tried a contour brush with this product because I don't have highlighter brush, and sure enough, it didn't work, duh! But it applies really well with my generic blending brush, so we're all good. I love this highlighter because it's barely there, but it's there. Now on for lipstick. The Maybelline Toasted Truffle looks too brown and the Keep It Coral looks too coral for this look, so I decided to combine them together. I swatched the brown one first, so that when I swatch the coral one, it will transfer the brown color to the coral bullet. And whatever is left there is enough to make this color. So I apply it in a pushing motion to blend those pigments together, and voila! It's the perfect color I imagine. So now I'm setting my face with a pressed powder because I got a little sweaty. So I will just quickly mattify some parts of my face with a pressed powder, leaving the highlighted area alone. I feel like it will also highlight the highlight if some parts are matte and some parts lit. I hope you enjoy this video and you learned something. If you do, please don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and the notification bell for future uploads. Don't forget to stay until the end of the video to see the quote of the day. Thank you so much for being with me and hope to talk to you in my next one. Bye!